नमस्कारम। आप देखना शुरू कर चुके हैं ऑनलाइन क्लासेस फॉर क्लास 9th फिजिक्स। टुडे विल डिस्कस चैप्टर 11 वर्क एंड एनर्जी। बिफोर कमिंग टू द मेन टॉपिक्स ऑफ वर्क एंड एनर्जी, let's start from the beginning. If I say that we have a object here of mass m and the position of this object is known. Position means if I know the coordinates of that point and where it is located, then we can say that position is known. If the object has a certain position and the position is displaced from this point to this point, this is point number B, and this is called the displacement. So what I want to say that we know the position of any object, and when the position changes, from that we can calculate the displacement of that object. So the shortest path followed by the object is called the displacement. If it has taken some time, then it means it will gain some velocity. Okay, so from this point to this point it has displacement, and according to this displacement, if we know the time also, if I count the time also, then we know the velocity. If the velocity also changing, let us suppose from this point to this point, so this will give us acceleration. So from the position, what I started from position, we know that the displacement. From a displacement, we know that the velocity. From velocity, we know that the acceleration. And the object having mass. So with the help of this mass and acceleration from the Newton's second law, we can say that it will give us force. In the presence of mass and acceleration, the object having some force. So we can calculate the force also. So from acceleration we can get force. From this force also we can get some other things just like work. So from that force, if we are applying this force in any object and the object is moving from its position, first position to second position, or it is displacing in the direction of force, that displacement will give us in the presence of force is work. This work will give us in the presence of time. Rate of change of work or rate of doing of work is called the power. So from that we can get power also. So my main objective to telling this is, whenever we are learning something or we are trying to understanding the physical concepts, then we have to make the chain formation. From that we can get the different terminologies. Just like here, we have to know the position, what is position, then what is displacement, what is velocity, what is acceleration, what is force, and what is work, and what is power. So we from the position we know the position, I think. So then the displacement, the shortest distance between the 2 points is called the displacement. The rate of change of displacement is called the velocity. The rate of change of velocity is called the acceleration, and the product of mass and acceleration is called the force. Then we are coming to the work. So let's start the today's topic, work. So as far as the science is concerned, work in scientific term is different than the normal terms. If I am pushing a wall, we can say that we are doing some work. So but in scientifically this is not a work. In science there are two minimum requirements of doing work. One is force, the second thing is displacement. Displacement in the direction of force. Work is said to be done if on applying a force on an object it is displaced from its position in the direction of force. So work is always said to be done when we apply a force and on an object and the object is displaced its position from initial to final, whatever it is, in the direction of force. Or if I say that this is the object, if I place an object here and this is the direction of force, from here we can say this is the direction of force, and the object is moving from this point to this point, A to B, in the direction of force. So it means that work is said to be done, and that work will be mathematically force into the displacement. If I say D, F dot D or F into D. So work equal to force into displacement. If I say in terms of unit, what is the unit of work? Force, the unit of force in Newton, and displacement is called meter. So Newton meter is the SI unit of work, or we can say it joule also, capital J. Whenever we are writing the unit, if the unit is in the name of the scientist, then we have to write the symbol is capital, and normally if I write the full name, then it will come Newton and Newton meter, like this. Then the name will start from the smaller one, not the capital letters. It will come in small letters. So similarly for the J, if I write complete joule, Joule, not capital Joule, it will be small Joule. Or if I write in a terms of symbol, then the symbol of joule is capital J. The symbol of Newton is capital N. So Newton meter is equal to 1 joule. So 1 joule of work will be done when we apply a 1 Newton of force and the object is displaced by 1 meter. This is called 1 joule. If I say that the object is like this, if you have a object, the force is in the direction of, see, force along this is the direction of force. Then what is the value of work? See, from the definition of work itself, we know that work equal to force into displacement in the direction of force. See, the force is this and the object is moving from this point to this point. Initially it was here. Now it is moved from this point to this point with the help of this force. So this is called a displacement. So displacement in this direction. This is S. The object is moving in this direction and force is in this direction. So the component of force in this direction, because the definition is the work equal to force into displacement in the direction of force, or we can say it means the force should be in the direction of displacement. Let us suppose it theta, then this component is called F cos theta. F has two components. This is F cos theta and the vertical one is F sin theta. So this F cos theta, then the force equal to, then the work equal to force equal to F cos theta along the displacement into displacement. So F cos theta dot S, where we can write W equal to F S cos theta. So this is the most important formula. With the help of this formula, we can calculate the value of work in different angles when the force is acting at different angles. If theta is, see, what is the values of theta? Cos theta, cos 0 equal to 1, cos 0 degree 1, cos 30 degree root 3 by 2, cos 45 degree 1 upon root 2, cos 60 degree 1 by 2, and cos 90 degree equal to 0. So with the help of these things, we can calculate the value of work in different angles also. See, and similarly cos 180 degree equal to minus 1. So with the help of this theta, we can find the value of work in terms of sign also. The work will be said to be positive, negative or 0. This work will be 0 when there are 3 chances: when force equal to 0, when displacement equal to 0, or when theta equal to 90 degree. If any one of these 3 conditions will satisfy, then the work will be 0. Similarly, work will be positive when force is there, S is there, and when theta is between 0 to 90, less than 90, then the work will be positive. When work will be negative, when the theta is more than 90 degree. If theta is more than 90 degree and less than 180 degree, then the value of work will be negative. Or directly we can say, if the theta equal to 180 degree, then cos 180 degree equal to minus 1, so work will come out negative. Similarly, the work when it is 90 degree, cos 90 equal to 0, then work will be 0. And when the work is 0, then work equal to maximum. So maximum work will be when in positive direction, when the theta will be 0 degree. So this is the main concept of work. So the important thing is we have to learn that the work will be done only when the force will be in the direction of displacement. Okay, the force in the direction of displacement. So the work is said to be done only when the object is placed force in the direction of displacement. Okay, thank you.